That's it. All right, good morning. And thank you for coming to December's Coffee with the Mayor. Our guest today is Jason Jan. He is the owner of a new business and all that. He's invested in a yummy ice cream shop called Domo. And we're gonna have fun with Jason today, and you're gonna learn a whole bunch about him. I will say, he is the first individual that when we sent questions to him, he actually responded back to the city with the answers. So I don't know a lot more in reviewing.
I misread it. I thought it was supposed to go on the publication or something like that. When Kiana sent over, but
Yeah.
well, at least more prepared for it right now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm better
Not-
prepared
Not
too.
that I'm very good, a public speaker, and I'm very camera shy,
All right. Well, Jason, again, welcome. And again, thank you for your investment in all of that. And the first question I'm gonna ask you is, what inspired you to open an ice cream shop in Olivet?
So, a little bit, I guess, background about myself. I've been in the food and beverage business for a long time. So I was in the ice cream business as well in the past. I've started all the froyos in town. So why Domo? Why I chose Olivet? So, speaking of our, conversation with Leslie, where I've spent enough time here in Olivet, stemming from my kids when they were younger, playing little league soccer at Stacy Park. Lot of good friends that live in the neighborhoods that goes to, and all of that goes to the Ladue School District as well. So spent a lot of times here. And throughout the year, our go-to like dinner place with the family is always Olive Boulevard, and a lot of our good selections of our different cuisines, So times that we find it, there's a void for an after dessert, after dinner dessert place. So me and that, for sure, that lights up, hey, maybe I think this is a good place, and with all traffic right now going on, I think a lot more retail traffic on Olive Boulevard. So decided just to open up my ice cream venture here in Olivet. And besides that, I just strongly feel that Olivet, it's a very ethnically and economically diverse neighborhood. Great place to live, great place to raise families, and then on top of that, I feel that it's very business friendly as well. So that's what makes me choose Olivet. Yeah.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah.
And what makes Domo ice cream special?
I think Domo is special in many different ways. For me, most importantly, I think an ice cream shop is a happy business where I like to see happy customers with families, friends, kids, all the excitement coming into an ice cream shop. The smile on their face means a lot to me already. That's one thing is very special about why I decided to open an ice cream shop, Domo. Besides that, Domo, for me, it's about always coming up with the innovative way to really mix the ice creams special, the experience. So we do have a proprietary, like a unique proprietary ice cream blending machine that blends your traditional ice cream flavors with like endless amount of toppings. You can name it like fruits like strawberries, mango, pineapples, or the on the unhealthy side, you can make a combination of strawberry and cheesecake, make it into a strawberry cheesecake ice creams, so that whole blending process in front of customers, I think it's very unique. Besides that, I wanted to introduce some international flair to the offering as well, offering like a very popular Japanese taiyaki waffles and pancakes, which is really popular in Japan, and it's paired perfect with the ice creams, hot and cold, and obviously, drinks, we have some special crafted bubble teas, it seems like people love it right now. All the bubble teas are, so yeah. So in a way, I feel that Domo has every little thing to offer for different reasons for people to come in. Yeah.
And the atmosphere inside is lovely as well.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nice tables, you've
Yeah.
got a bench for larger crowds or sitting around.
Yep. Yep.
And then there's the opportunity of when the weather gets warm again,
Yep.
of enjoying that outside. And I do hope, that, sometimes it's hard to say ice cream when it's cold, but I'm really hopeful that as the spring comes around, we're gonna get a lot of kids walking, a lot of families walking and coming in. And then, like you say, they have dinner, they're gonna go take a walk, burn a little bit of that dinner off, and then, add the sugar back in and then.
Yeah,
take
yeah,
another
yeah.
walk home,
No, I
and
want to
burn
add to
one
that
off.
where,
Yeah.
a lot of friends that live, I was having, talking with Leslie, friends that live are, in the neighborhood.
Mhm.
They actually cut through
Mhm.
like small streets, a friend that live in Ramsgate that
Mhm.
actually brings his dog out, walk, and his dog recognizes my place because I give him treat every Simba is his name, is a golden retriever. So she recognizes it right away. When she walks through that door, she knows that I have a special ice cream treat coming in my way.
So do you have ice cream for animals that?
We will have for that and then add some whipped cream to it, I mean,
Get
it's
that,
like I said, I
advertise
mean,
that.
yeah, I mean,
Right.
that's
Yeah, cool. I used to have a standard poodle and you said it was
a golden retriever, yeah.
They are so smart that when
Oh,
you
yeah.
said, oh yeah, the minute,
Yeah.
he knew where he was at. My
Mhm.
dog knew when she was at the lake. It was like, okay, we're here. So, truthfully, I was gonna ask you, how has the community responded to you so far? You kind of said a little bit about that with, getting foot traffic and people from within the community coming.
To add to you, I think a lot of the residents has been the excitement,
Mhm.
support has
Mhm.
been very, very pleasant. And a lot of times they ask us, why don't you we've been seeing your development, like building it took a while, but finally you're here. And like I said, I've been truly appreciate all those support from the community, since and finally we have I consider, have a local neighborhood ice cream shop here in
Mhm.
Olivet.
Yes, that's absolutely
Yeah.
important for us to have yummy, yummy ice cream. And do you find it busier on the weekends? Sometimes we get into our weekday modes and.
So yeah, been open for almost a month right
Mhm,
now.
mhm.
And I definitely the traffic. It's funny. Somehow the later it gets, the crowd comes in later. I
Mhm.
feel that especially the younger crowds,
Mhm.
they comes in groups probably after the movie from the theater or So yeah, weekend crowds are generally busier for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. So what is your favorite part of the ice cream making process?
So
Not telling us any proprietary
no,
secrets.
yeah, like I said, I feel that for me, the most exciting part is customer walking in and because it's an open kitchen where you can see everything happens in front of you. Where I would mix the customer choice of toppings and ice cream in front of them. And then for me, it's about having that perfect swirl and just top it up really nice for them. I think that excites me. Although it's not easy, it takes a lot of practice, rounds of practice for the perfect swirl. But yeah, that's the
Yeah,
most
it's like the Dairy Queen. If you're gonna work at Dairy Queen, you better know how to do that
Oh,
top
yeah.
swirl when you're done.
Yeah.
My nieces and nephews, that was their ice cream and what they
Yep,
did.
yep.
So speaking of that, what has been the most popular combination that you've found ordered?
Like I wrote in the email, it's Oreos, and more Oreos with with vanilla ice cream, somehow. Though, I have for me, my personal favorite is I like to blend fruits and a little bit of that chocolate with it. It's just kind of a good combination of it, and top it off with a hot waffle, taiyaki waffles.
And I had one that had a little bit of lemon. Remember, I said, I wanna taste that
Yeah,
lemon
yeah,
first.
that lemon.
What was it that I had that had the lemon? It's a
So
specific combo.
that one I believe is the OG. The OG
Okay.
has the lemon biscuit
Okay.
sauce with like graham cracker and cheesecake bites
yeah.
that blends everything into it. Yeah. Mhm.
Yummy, yummy.
That's it.
And I will say, the vanilla ice cream, while it reminds us of what Dairy Queen's ice cream is, Dairy Queen's ice cream melts way too fast. His ice cream doesn't melt fast. It's creamy and you can enjoy the first bite and the last bite and you don't have liquid ice cream. So that was my experience. Can customers expect any local collaborations or partnerships in the future?
Yes, most definitely. I think for us, it's just about engaging with the community, local schools, nonprofit organization. I think that's a big core of our I guess for us being here in Olivet. I feel that local community outreach is one of our most important marketing or outreach that we can do. Involve locally. Yes,
Mhm,
for sure. Yeah,
mhm.
and.
And what are your, obviously in a business, there's long-term goals or plans. What is your long-term goal for this new business? Because this is a new thing.
Thing, yeah. Yeah, to answer your question, I mean, it's been so overwhelming about building a brand from scratch,
Mhm.
building a stores, every little things that, I have to figure out because it's not a franchise per se. So a lot of things are from scratch. I really haven't thought about like long-term goals yet. For me, it's about putting a smile on every customer that walks into my store. That's all it takes for me to really get me going.
Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice
Yeah,
cream. And
yep,
in
yep.
all honesty, it doesn't really matter what the season is.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true, yeah.
dress, give me ice cream. Fun, give me ice cream.
I see like kids like after school
Mhm.
they come in all the excitement and
Mhm.
because it's in front of you have
Right.
all the toppings and everything it's just it amazed that people excited.
I will say that a couple of people have said to me, does he do banana splits? And I said, I don't think so, but
Well, we could technically, yeah, we could. It's just not,
who
yeah,
knows? Technically, maybe
right.
you could do some kind of creative thing that says this is your form of a banana
Yes,
split.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, so you are a small business. You created a business that, like you said, is not a franchise. We have something very special and unique in our community. And as we continue to want to embrace local businesses and the fact that you've done other businesses and expanded and then took that investment and created this new idea, do you have any advice for other small business owners who are looking to do something or open up a business and all of that?
So I feel that as a small business owner, I've been in this entrepreneurial path for a long time right now. Most importantly, I feel that be innovative, creating I guess an innovative concept with a target audience, with a specific target audience, and obviously to be involved locally, with the community. It's really important as well. And besides that, I feel that overall it's just about creating, be innovative, and try to adapt to different trends and feedbacks in your business as well, because our business does actually change and try to adapt changes as you go on. But overall, yeah, in all of it, I just feel that, it's a great place to lead, raise family, to start a business, yep, yes.
So before I open it up to the floor, I'm gonna ask one more question.
Sure.
That may, you know, my buddy back there may say, whoa, I wanna know, how your interaction was with our city and its staff with regards to coming to us, doing your proposal, and getting from the first steps of conversation with city staff, our planning department, our economic, aspect of it, and the inspectors and all that stuff. How well did that work for you, or not well?
No, yeah. So, talking about my entrepreneur path, I've signed enough leases in my path and built enough stores with so many different cities and municipalities, and to start off with Olivet being a smaller municipalities, everything is very smooth. I think Carlos, has been a great, communication, and from there, overall once everything is set in place and everything, and then the cities reach out to me about, soft opening, trying to help me to do any kind of publicity as much as possible, just to kind of get some exposures, so it has been a great experience overall. Like I said, there are some in the past that, working with our constructions and everything's, there are some challenges, obviously, that, are in building stores, given this is a newer building, and general contractors with the easy storage general contractor, so it was very smooth, everything. I feel that, so it was a pretty smooth sailing overall.
So I can describe it as you
Yeah.
got the red carpet treatment?
Yeah. No, yeah, like I said, no surprises, I've had, like I said, I've built enough, in some cities where older buildings where, that's some can be much more challenging,
Okay, well, that's good to hear,
Yeah.
because I truly, selfishly want to hear that every business that comes to our community gets that red carpet treatment,
Yes.
and then they decide, this is the place I want to be, because we're a great community.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, I'm gonna open it up to the floor if they have any questions of Jason and or any questions in general, go ahead.
Yeah, I have several.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure,
If
yeah.
you don't mind.
No, no
So
worries.
Domo, does it mean ice cream or is it another?
So
So-
let me repeat the question, so I don't always know how this picks up. She wants to know what Domo means.
Okay, sure. So, I guess with me being, not a franchise store, coming up with a name, the logo. So every time that I start a business, I wanted a name that is easy to remember, 2 syllables word, So for me, in the past was Froyo. And my current business, the one that I'm doing, the Japanese ramen shop, Nami, so 2 syllables. So Domo was, so came up with Domo, me and my wife and my kids. Domo is a word in Japanese that means abundant very much. They actually use it normally like thank you very much. They will say like Domo arigato, thank you very much. So it has a meaning to it, like abundant of good health, abundant of prosperity, happiness, So it's a very good positive word and easy to remember. That's how I came up with that name. Though it's spelled DOMO instead of DOHMO, because I was looking for a domain name. DOMO was taken, actually somehow was taken. So somehow I have to add an H in the middle, You know what? If it works, it works,
A
So
silent
it's funny,
D,
yeah.
yeah,
Silent H,
and
yeah.
you got your domain.
There you go.
There's another bit of innovation and creativity to
Yeah,
make it
so,
work.
And then your hours?
So hours, winter hours, we open from noon to 9, weekdays, and noon to 10, Friday and Saturday. Yep.
And Sunday,
Sunday, it's noon to 9.
Okay.
Yep,
okay,
yep. So,
all right, and will there be different hours in the summer?
summertime, yeah, I'm hoping that,
You'll measure
maybe,
that out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see the traffic.
Sure, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
hoping, weather wise be a little bit more cooperative. Some days are
Sure.
very cold. I tell my, I've been opening and then say, maybe we might need to we just close it up early, just call it a day.
Oh, welcome.
Thank you, yeah.
Is that it? Go
Where's
ahead.
it located?
Oh, look at 9538 Olive. So we are next to, in between, Olivet Lanes and the Dobbs Tire. So we are.
Inside the Easy Storage.
Easy storage, yeah.
Bottom
Okay.
floor retail,
Yeah.
area of the Easy Storage.
Okay.
And there's
Really?
ample parking because there's shared parking in
Yes,
spaces.
with the
with
Olivet
bowling alley.
yeah.
So, that's not a problem, not an issue. And of course, you're right across the street from entrance into my subdivision. You've got the apartments, you've got the apartments right down the street. I mean, to me, when we say Olivet in the center of it all, I've been given the north,
Well,
the
I'm-
north
I'm-
area praise. You are in the center.
Thank you. I'm hoping that I will have the problem where overflowing parking, right? Down the road. Hoping so, but.
Yeah, and even if it's just get in, you go get your stuff and then take the kids home, or you drop the kids off, let them have their fun, and then they
Yeah.
walk home.
Yeah,
you know.
yep.
Cool,
I
cool.
agree.
Go ahead.
Is it frozen custard or ice cream?
So it's ice cream. So so I work with a local dairy company. Technically I could do a frozen custard mix as well, so the machine itself. So In fact, I'm actually playing with some custard base that, so but it's traditional ice cream. We'll scoop it into that machine with your toppings and we'll blend it. Yeah.
I saw someone else with a hand up in the back.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, I'm not seeing you. Go ahead.
How healthy it is.
Extremely, as long as you walk home.
Yeah, calcium.
The protein.
Good choice, though.
You can, I mean, actually with this machine, I could literally blend and make it a sorbet, just the fruit itself, if you want to come in, we have some non-dairy flavor as well. So we don't have to go that Reese's peanut butter cup or cheesecake by cookie dough. We can go that fruit route, make it a little bit more, less guilty.
So let me ask you about the sorbet aspect of life, because I told you before, I'm lactose intolerant,
Yeah.
but I'll do things on the weekend, so I suffer and I can get back to work on Monday. So sorbet has really been what I've eaten my whole life,
Sure.
Haagen-Dazs has a great raspberry sorbet, oh my God. So talk a little bit about sorbet, and I'm going to say, I'm not aware of that. I'm not aware of a non-dairy. Are these things that you're working on and you'll eventually get into the menu for people to see?
Yeah, so currently we have two non-dairy flavor, a chocolate fudge
Mhm.
and a vanilla bean, and both are actually coconut milk based.
Okay,
So that's the non-dairy, but like you say, if you want a sorbet, come on in, I'll fix you some sorbet I'll fix you a sorbet in the store that I could mix up some fruits, yeah.
okay.
Right.
And what is the favorite tea bubble that you?
So bubble tea, yeah,
a
so
bubble tea.
bubble tea,
Okay.
I think our OG milk tea has been customer favorite thus far. It's a traditional black tea.
Mhm.
And then we would actually make it make milk, I guess non-dairy, and then we would add the boba, the tapioca pole, and then with some grass jelly. It's like a very popular mix. Yeah, so bubble tea, it's very
Is that jelly a gel?
it's
Kind of
a
like
it's a
gelatin when my mother used to
kind
do
of
her
in that
nails
line,
or something?
yeah.
Okay.
So it's it's a Japanese we call it something in that line.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool,
Yeah.
very cool. Any other questions? Go ahead.
I don't know if you already do this, but do you do any cross collaboration within your own company's own, so like the Nami, the Froyo, and Domo?
I've with a lot, yeah, with more time right now, I think started off a lot of things are, it's improvising with starting up, there's a lot of hiccups and stuff. So I'm getting more into that social media space, collaborations with local or those are foodies that, in fact, a couple of them are coming in for a tour and making some videos for us, and those are always good. Yeah, we would love to, to work collaboratively with, that community, that space, the community space. Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Good question. All right, any questions in general? Not at all? Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I just want to say thank you to whomever that put in all those new trees and, on, Olive Boulevard
Mhm.
where, the diner is and St. Louis Dance Company.
Mhm.
I'm so thankful that they took out those ugly.
That is the owners of that, shopping center, which is, after 25 years, I've done my homework. That is that entity is in trust. The gentleman that originally built that in the mid-50s, I do not believe is around anymore, but that entire Olivet shopping center is still in a trust, to the family. And, hopefully there will be some fun with new businesses and things coming into to the Olivet Center. Obviously we see some good diversity, within the center. And again, I look forward to more retail opportunities and things that are fun for us, fun for our community, fun that get us out walking and interacting. And sometimes that tends to happen more in the warmer weather than the colder weather for those my age. But for the kids, when you see them out there in shorts and like just a hoodie, and it's like, oh man, do I remember those days or what, you know? And the young boys would be in shorts and like nothing bothered them. So, looking forward to more of that success within our community. Leslie,
Jason,
Yes.
you mentioned about Nami
Nami
Ramen.
yes.
So is that a current business of yours as
Yes,
well? And
I-
where is that?
That one is by Washu, right across from the main campus, Skinker and Forest Park Parkway.
Okay,
I'm at the caddy corner of the Caldi's coffee shop.
okay, I know,
So
so
I
you're
am
in.
2 doors down from
Okay,
the next,
okay.
really next to
No.
in the same complex.
In the
though.
same
Yeah,
building.
Because I'm always looking for a good ramen place in
Okay,
St.
well,
Louis, so.
So the time
yeah,
of the
no,
year,
that's
it's the time
good.
of the year for it,
Yeah,
yeah.
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 Very good.
Okay.
Kiana,
So I was kind of interested in your evolution from Froyo, where you put kind of the toppings on top and now you kind of mix them in. It was like, instead of, use other places outside of St. Louis, or did you kind of come up with it on your own with the mixing of the?
so she was asking about your other
Right, right.
business.
Yeah, I think I'm always a big proponent in food innovation. Being in this business for some time right now, I think the trend right now, be it in ice cream or fast casual places that you go to, it's about giving choices to customers. Customers wants to be able to pick what they want, choose, create their own pretty much. So that idea is always there. Froyo started off with our, self-serve, picking up in their own toppings. So with this one here, kind of in line with that, our business model as well. But mainly are dealing with a regular ice cream instead of our soft serve machines. So with the soft serve machines, what I encountered in the past was those soft serve machines are not cheap either. You can buy a car,
Yeah.
I remember I had 7 of those, So one of those soft serve machine can be in that $18,000 to $20,000, brand
Yeah,
new,
the equipment for
Yeah.
food industry
So
is,
so
yeah,
expensive.
it is. It's all
Um,
stainless steel, other
Yeah,
things
yeah.
for,
And
right,
the
right.
heat and everything it
Right.
generates, so so I still want to be able to get into that ice cream business with that same business model, so I thought about this, so this kind of.
And again, with the international community and the ability to bring flavors and products in from across the ponds,
Yes,
and our palates that are
Yeah.
being tantalized with wonderful measures and different flavors, it makes, a diverse opportunity for people to satisfy their palate of flavor.
exactly, yeah.
Absolutely,
That's the goal.
absolutely. Jim,
Any thoughts about bringing in any of your other concepts to your space in the building there and to all of that?
Yeah, the passion in me in the food business, it's always there. I remember younger days when my kids were younger, now that they are older, I got more, my kids are getting more expensive in college education. My risk tolerance, it's a little bit on that, I remember in the past that I've just opened up, signed leases, 4 stores at one time in different cities, built up 4 stores. Me and my wife by myself, personally, sign off on everything, but the passion is there, but I feel that, from a personal side, I feel, yeah, I've learned a lot from this, so take it easy right now.
so in the hospitality business, my family's in the restaurant business,
But, yeah.
my uncle's philosophy was high dollar restaurant, you'll always have customers coming in. My father was also in the restaurant business, barbecue,
Sure.
and here's what I found,
Uh-huh.
when the employees didn't show up, did you have to ask your kids, come in and help
Oh,
me?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah,
grew
sometimes
up,
it becomes
you know.
a family relationship of,
Mhm.
you've gotta come in because I need the manpower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
remember days where, my oldest one, he was younger. I have a tight behind the counter space in the
Yeah.
restaurants that he spent way too much time because we couldn't find a babysitter. We don't have a good support system. My in-laws, they're all in California.
Mhm.
So times where he's not in school, he's a little bit spokes and
Mhm.
just stay behind the counter. So,
Mhm.
so those were the days, yeah.
Yeah.
As they grow up,
Put 'em to
they-
work.
Put them to work, yeah. Feeling those, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you having any difficulty finding people to work?
So ice cream business feel like it's a good more as like a happy place to work. So to answer your question, no, yeah, we have a lot of applicants. But like I said, with the weather and being new, you know, it's a lot. I gotta manage some overhead, make sure that I don't overhire, you know. But yeah, I don't think I will have any problem finding staff for ice cream.
And how
business,
long
yeah.
does it take you to train the staff on the process?
The process I think pretty straightforward. I don't need to recruit somebody like a highly trained chef, just like ramen, you know, that takes more, it's harder to recruit and hire. But overall, the training process, you know, pretty straightforward, yeah.
Very
Just,
good.
make sure that I always tell them, comes with a perk working here at Domo. It's a free gym membership because you're scooping ice cream. You're gonna end up with a one side bigger bicep than the other.
It is, it truly is when you get.
It is, yeah.
Dip it in the water and do that, but I don't know if that means.
Sometimes when it gets busy, yeah,
Yeah,
you tend
yeah.
to just start scooping and scooping, and yeah, I mean, you get used to it, yeah.
How much weight do they put on?
How much weight? So every shift, they are entitled to a free cup of ice cream or a drink, so that's the perk of actually working there as well. So they kind of, yeah.
Very cool, very cool. All right, well, I appreciate.
Thank
your
you, yeah,
taking the
very,
time
very nice.
To come on
Yeah,
in and get introduced to the community.
Yeah.
And,
And I promise you, next coffee meeting, I'm gonna drop off some samples for you guys, because today has some hiccups with my son's car, so I was supposed to go to the store earlier to get, but so I was running late already, so I said. I
so
texted
that's gonna
Kiana.
be January 8th, that's gonna be the next coffee with the
Yeah,
mayor.
Kiana, send me a reminder for it, yeah.
My hope is to have the council as my guest to
Okay.
kind of go over this year, whatever they want to talk about in the feelings of accomplishments, where they see, the city going, what they want to see next within the city. So that is my goal. If I can, hopefully get all four of them to join me. So we will see. In February is our new St. Louis County council member, the Honorable Gretchen Banger. Okay,
Nice.
so she is going to be representing our area, and she is a former state representative who is now turned out from the state, but is now giving of herself as an elected official to St. Louis County. So that will be in February. I look forward to that, and please encourage the folks to come. We should have some questions for her to get an idea of how she's going to represent us. Okay. All right, one last ask, if there's anything else. Not, we will thank you again for your time. There's coffee there. I do want to do a couple follow-ups. I didn't bring my cheat sheet, but I do want to remind everyone, the council will not have a second city council meeting in December. We had our council meeting last night. Right now, if you want to become a new member within our wonderful community center, there is a 10% discount for your membership, and fees will be going up as of January 1st. For different things of rentals, memberships. So if someone's talking to you now about thinking about it, encourage them to become a member. You get a 10% discount, and look at what you've all said yes to, and look at what you all have created. It is a blessing, and this has been a wonderful, from nothing to this beautiful community center. So I personally want to thank you all for the support you've given the city, you've given to the council's efforts throughout the years. So again, may you all have a happy, healthy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and in my little message to everyone, I have this cute little whatever it is that includes and is encompassing of every potential holiday that could be out there. So again, thank you for your time. Is there anything, Beverly, Kiana, that I have forgotten to kind of bring up and share?
You get everything. Our special is a big deal, 10% off. It's a very big deal. Our next activity guide is coming out soon. It will be only electronic for this season. And then we'll do another print one in the new year.
All right.
Late spring or something.
All right, very good. All right, again, Kiana, go ahead.
Yes, the council needs to fill, 2 seats in the spring, so
Mhm.
right now we have applications out and they're due on the 17th at 5 p.m.
Okay, Kiana said that election time is in April, and there are 2 seats that excuse me, 2 seats that are up for election, picking up packets and doing the process that our forefathers said needed to be done in our charter, is currently in process. And I don't remember when the closing, time is for
December 17th at 5 p.m.
December 17th at 5 p.m. is the final time for anyone wishing to run for office to turn in their packet to the city of Olivet. Because in our charter, we have a little bit of different rules with regards to, these have to go to the Board of Elections. They have to certify that the names that have been put on the election ballot packet are registered voters, and that there are at least 25 registered voters in the city of Olivet that are on that packet, because that is a requirement of our charter and what our forefathers put into place so that it just wouldn't be a crazy free-for-all. So at this point in time, packets and filing are open. December 17th, 5 p.m., final day for turning in the packet so that we can turn that over to the Board of Elections so they can do what they do to come back to us to say, yes, these are certified. Yes, they can go on the ballot for the April election. Okay? All righty. I appreciate it. Have a great one. Stay warm. Take care.
Sorry.